I had no clue that the Sensory Awareness Foundation ever existed. And this was at the beginning of the pandemic. I mean, fresh into the pandemic. And I am completing my graduate studies in applied mindfulness at Westchester University in Pennsylvania. And my professor, Don McCowan,
Right.
he suggested to the class to look at the Sensory Awareness Foundation website. You know, he was talking about, and I'm Googling, okay, some point, I'm Googling the Sensory
Right.
Awareness Foundation. And I said, I was so excited. And I said, Don, in the midst of the class, Don, they're offering these free weekend courses. So I said, I'm gonna take a class. And so I didn't know what to expect, and that was the beauty of it. That was the allure of it. I did not know what to expect. And I'll never forget, it was a Saturday, midday, it was around noon. And I took this class, and I don't remember who the teacher, female teacher. And I recall her talking about the ear and the ear canal and just being aware and sensing, the vibration traveling. And oh my gosh, in that moment, I can still feel it. In that moment, I felt the way sound resonated through my ear canal and took me through down to my lungs and my chest. And I had never, ever had such a bodily awareness before to experience with that type of depth. And while she was guiding us, it was me allowing myself to be open and receptive enough to have it happen. And so, and to have it happen without labeling it or judging it or saying if I wasn't experiencing exactly what she was saying or having us do as the experiment in that moment, that was okay. The mere fact, the quietness about it, right? That it touched me in a way, almost like a feather just gently touching and striking a chord, was enough for me. I take that with me. That was a powerful experience, and it compelled me, to continue, right? So uh, I was like, sign me up for all the classes because I wanted to know my senses in a very different way.
Right.
Um, I didn't realize that even I do a silent practice every day.
Right.
And I didn't realize that even in my silent practices, because I take sensory awareness into my silent practices every day. And I didn't realize that breathing, oh my gosh, it's almost like flowers blossoming. It is, I know it may sound crazy. Like this morning when I was doing my practice, I felt the tips of my fingers. I felt them kind of like expanding and growing almost like vines. And like I said, this has now become a fabric, like part of my DNA. And I'm getting a little emotional because it's now how I choose to move through life. Especially given what's going on with this pandemic. Um, Especially, and the other thing is, when I think about marginalized people, I have thought about this even before there was a pandemic,
Mm-hmm.
even before there were these, you know, racial tensions that came up, even because they were always there,
There was,
right? They're
yeah.
always there. I've always known that there is a segment of the population whose voices aren't heard, right? And who don't necessarily know how to use their voice. And what I like about sensory awareness is you get to use your voice
Mm,
in a very different way,
mm,
in a softer way, in a way that speaks to you, allows you to be here, right here in this moment. I remember saying to myself, um, when I started journeying into mindfulness and then sensory awareness, like, is this kind of like a magic bullet? And it isn't. But it begins to come so naturally,
mm,
almost organic. And it's all your senses: touch, smell, taste. I didn't realize that you can taste an experience. Talking to you now, how I'm experiencing how my salivary glands are responding.
mm,
I never thought to do that before. The one thing most people do say is that we see a difference with you, Janine. You still have this passion about you. You still have this drive, but there's a peace about it.
mm.
There's not this frenetic all over the place. So yeah, it's just been a wonderful, wonderful experience. The work that the organization does, the foundation does, is it's just beautiful. It's amazing to be in a community of individuals who want to do this for themselves, for others. It's just magical. It's as magical as the way snowflakes are developed with the right type of climate. Um, and then to be out there and just having snow dancing on your face, even that, when I think about that, I had a conversation with a friend the other day, just yesterday, and he said to me, "But you don't like snow." I said, "I know, right?" I said, but I was out there in it, experiencing it in a way that I have never experienced it before.
Uh,
I was kicking up my feet in the snow. I'm sure that the one or two people that were out there were probably like, what is going on with her? But it was wonderful. And so, yeah, it's something I share with everybody. I've emailed, text, to the website, to everybody I can think of, because, like I said, it's wonderful work. It's
uh,
wonderful work, and I know that ultimately we are all unique individuals, and we own this process. We own this work, but to help us, for the foundation to help us get us there, is just um, it's priceless. It's
mm.
priceless.